Yes, people, and it's back. Another episode of Rating Your Saves, and I know you guys have been itching for it because I have too. But before we get into this, guys, do make sure that you are leaving a like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you comment. This does help the algorithm push me out to more people. I do appreciate all the love, every single one of you guys who like this video. Guys, for this video, we are going to try and get to the goal of 150 likes, and we'll do another episode of Rating Your Saves. But before we get into it, guys, do make sure you are checking out all the social media accounts. Those links are in the description right now. The TikTok, the Twitter, and the Twitch, where I'm streaming Football Manager Monday to Friday with elite vibes every single time. So make sure you are making a Twitch account if you do not have one. And trust me, guys, you're not gonna regret it at all because the Twitch streams are extremely lit, man. If you don't have a Twitch account, make one. And when you get into my Twitch streams, let me know. Zims, I did not have an account, but I made one just for you, and I'll definitely give you a big shout out, man. But no time wasted, let's get straight into the first save of this episode. And for the first save, we are with my guy Cam, and he has done a journeyman save. Guys, I just love journeyman saves, I'll be honest, man. So Cam says, I started with Dartford and then made my way to Canada for a bit of a change, as I normally stick to European saves. After that, I found myself at Stoke, where I got them promoted. I bottled the league on the first day. The Rangers job opened up, so I left and won the league for the first time in 10 years and held onto the league until I left for Sevilla. My plan is to become the best English manager in the world. Please check the Hall of Fame. And here we are with Cameron's save right here. And first up, I've just got to say, I said it already, but guys, I love journeyman saves, man. I love this game! And they're so lit, man. Let's go straight into the history and see exactly what it is looking like. And look at that, bro. Dartford, Forge FC, Stoke, Ghana for a year, Rangers, and then Sevilla, bro. This is beautiful, bro. I'll be honest, man. What a save. I'm loving it straight away. Obviously, we can see he won the Vanarama National League South. He also won the Canadian Premier League, and then he picked up 2 Scottish Premier Leagues and a VR Play Cup, whatever the hell that is, because I have no idea. But honestly, pretty decent, man. Let's get straight into his squad and see what his Sevilla team is looking like at the moment. And this is his current setup and current team. So we're seeing some decent little young players in there and some regens in there as well. Majority of the team is regens, so we are actually in 2036. So 12 years in the future, probably. My maths might be wrong. Someone let me know. Anyways, the tactic looks decent, a little 4-2-3-1. You know, one thing I never get is when people use 4-2-3-1s and use them in centre mid instead of DMs. For me, it's just, I don't know, it's like a little irk. Like when I see it, it's like, what are you doing, bro?
You're a donut. You're so stupid.
But for some people it works, so fair enough to you guys, man, who do that. But me personally, it has to be in the DM spot. But in terms of the team and the players I'm seeing, let's have a look at this Xavi guy right here, bro. And he looks pretty decent at 21 years old. Definitely not the best, one of the best players in the world, but pretty decent. And he picked him up for free through the youth intake. And then we look at his right winger, another one who looks a bit better, if I'm being honest. No, much better. Sorry, what am I talking about? And we can see he did get him in the youth intake. So Sevilla actually bringing a lot of young players through. Let's have a look at this ball-winning midfielder on the fend. He looks pretty decent as well, 24 years old, and he was purchased from Manchester United, who purchased him from Barcelona. So from the Barcelona setup as well, man. And then looking at the wing back, another one, pretty decent as well. Nah, he's very good. 20 years old, wonder kid by media description, and he picked him up for £4.9 million. Right back, he looks okay as well, more of a defender, but it's fine. And he picked him up for £7 million. So we're seeing a lot of deals straight away from my guy Cam. Another one who came from the youth intake, man like Marcus Bueno, not the Kinder Bueno guys, man. This player is a bit mediocre in my opinion, but let's see how much he picked him up for. £6.25 million. I mean, he's all right. He's all right, man. This is probably a player you need to probably upgrade on if you really want to get closer to winning a league with Sevilla. Because as we saw in the job history, he's come 12th, 2nd, and 5th. And at the moment, actually, he's top of the league. So maybe I should stop talking, bruv. Because he's actually top of the league with 6 games to go. So he actually might be winning it this season. Tressoldi is the top goal scorer as well. So that's brilliant from him, bro. Now let's have a look at his best squad. Let's see what it says for the best XI available. It's only moved 1 player, Move the player out of the... Or moved actually striker as well, Trasodi. Man like Jarry. Aye, this guy looks mad. Why was this guy not in the team? Did you rotate or something? Jesus Christ. What a player you lot, bro. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna have to find out what his attributes are. I said you got him on a free transfer. How? How did you get him on a free? Wow. What a signing. Liverpool let this guy go on a free transfer after buying him for £3.9 million, never actually playing him. You see, that's what the thing about Football Manager sometimes, guys. There's players who just don't get played and you just get them for cheap or for free. Man said a free transfer. What a signing this guy is right here. Jarry, I respect it very highly, bro. He's like the best of the best in this team, man. 29 goals in 29 starting appearances, man. Very, very good still. I like it. I'm gonna quickly head over into his youth system to see exactly what's going on in the development center. If he has any good players out on loan and whatnot. Let's have a look at this Carlos brother, and he is looking very, very rubbish. I'm not gonna lie, bruv. 17 years old. You'll definitely be able to sell him for something, but I'm guessing he came from the youth intake. So yeah, no one really cares about him. Let's have a look at Antonio. Antonio, did you buy him? No, you actually got him in the youth intake. He looks very good still. I like it still. Physicals are good, mentals are good, and the technicals could be a bit better, but I think he's decent enough, man. He'll do a job at some point or help with squad registration. Maybe you can sell him on. Who knows? It depends what you're trying to do, man. We'll have a look at another player quickly. Another one who looks mediocre, but youth intake once again. So we can actually see that he is getting a lot of players through the youth intake. I can't lie. My youth intakes are just always rubbish. I don't know what it is. Someone needs to help me. If anyone knows how to conquer youth intakes in Football Manager 24, please let me know in the comments right now. But in terms of his youth team, his youth team's just decent, if we're being honest. Whoa. No, it's not. We're going to go to the under-19s. Now we're seeing some high potential players. Let's have a look at this goalkeeper, 16 years old, promising goalkeeper. Wow. And he looks very good. He did actually buy him for £1.2 million. I respect it that he went out and bought a 16-year-old. Very, very smart move that is. We'll have a look at John, a forward, and he looks pretty decent. And he bought him for 1.2 million as well. So you can see actually is finding these players early and bringing them in very early. 725k for this young player here. And then we have a look at Sergio quickly, another one who looks very decent, and he did get him through the youth intake. We look at another one right here, and we can see he picked him up for 500k. So honestly, I do like the approach my guy Cam is going with. He is finding players very, very young for very, very cheap, bringing them in, and then obviously trying to develop them and obviously get to a point where he's just dominating Spain. And now we're gonna have a quick look at my guy Cam's transfers. He started in 2032, so we're looking from this point onwards with Sevilla. So first season he spent about 7.25 million, sold players worth 10 million. Second season he spent about 20 million and sold players for 10.5 million. Third season he bought players for 44 million pounds and sold players for 39.5 million pounds. And then this season he sold players for bought players for 1.9 and sold players for 12.5. And this is the player that Cam has spent the most money on. He spent 30 million pounds on this centre half, and he looks very decent. I cannot lie to you. Very, very decent player, and he's versatile. Can play in midfield, can play at right wing back, and can play at right back too. Me personally, I'm probably only using him at right back as an inverted fullback, and then as a centre half. That is literally it. But decent player still. And this is the player that he sold for the most in his save. His name's Lardu, and he actually bought him, well, sold him from Rangers to Monaco for 25 million pounds. In terms of the whole save and over his journey, Cam has a positive net spend of 90 million pounds. Yo, fair play to you, I cannot lie. Being in a profit is good, so I do respect that highly, man. And we'll quickly look at Cam's staff. He just has the best staff in the league, so yeah, that's very good. He's definitely on the trajectory to overtake all the teams in Spain, so we'll see what happens with my guy Cam Save, man. And we're ready for the ratings for my guy Cam Save, man. First up for save creativity, I'm gonna give my guy Cam a 4. Honestly, I like it, man. Like I said, I do love journeyman saves. I love the fact that you went to Canada for a year. You even managed Ghana in there. You've gone to you started in the Vanarama National League and then moved, and listen, it's been a great journey. I do like it a lot. Next up for managerial success, I'm gonna give my guy Cam a rating of 2. I would have liked to see you do a bit more, well, a lot more actually, with Dartford and actually try to get them promoted maybe to League One, Championship and stuff like that. And then with the other teams as well, you probably could have won a bit more with Rangers, probably should have won the trophy twice and maybe try and pick up a European football trophy or something like that. And the same with Sevilla, you actually haven't won nothing with Sevilla as of yet. Next up for your squad rating, I'm gonna give you a squad rating of 4. I do actually like the fact that you have a lot of young players coming through, that you're buying a lot of young players as well. So it looks like you will be dominating over a long time with the signings you are making in the future. And your current team is pretty decent, if I'm being honest with you. I definitely like that striker as well. And next up for club management, I have to give you a 5. You're in a positive net spend over the course of this save, as well as having the best staff in the league and whatnot, man. And don't forget, guys, if you want to send over your saves for me to rate, make sure you're joining my Discord in the description right now. Then scroll down to rating your saves, and then all you need to do is post your saves. So what you can do is upload it to Mediafire, Dropbox, Google Drive, whatever the hell you want to upload it to. Give me the link and also write some sort of description, something for me to read and understand what your save is about. And for the second save, we are with my guy Serty. Shout out to Serty, one of my moderators over on Twitch, and he has started a save with Port Vale. And he says, the past 3 FMs, I've always looked to pick a lower league English club to start a save with. In FM21, Bolton, FM22, Derby, FM23, Leyton Orient, and now FM24, I chose Port Vale as they were one of the teams in the relegation zone IRL. I've honestly exceeded my expectations for the save. I'm halfway through my 7th season after winning a quadruple in the 6th season and a treble in the 5th, flipping heck. I tried to keep my transfer targets to under 25s, but if there's any good player available that fits the team, I won't hesitate to pull the trigger. And here we are with Serty's save. Shout out to Serty because he sounds like he's got the save down to a T, but let's have a look quickly and see this job history. Flipping it. Wow.
Oh my God! Wow!
Serty, moving Serty. Fair play to you, brother, man. Jesus Christ. League One, straight promotion. Even won 2 trophies. Won League One and he won the Malters Trophy. Next, Championship. He won the Championship straight after being promoted. Mad thing. He finished 7th in the Premier League after being promoted. Wow. Then he won the Conference League. This save's mental, bruv. Jesus. Then he finished 2nd. Then he finished 1st, winning a treble. Then he finished 1st, winning a quadruple. And now he's 3 trophies in already. Club World Championship, Community Shield, and Super Cup. Wow, this guy's going crazy, bro. Shout out to Serty, man.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
And just to make sure, because I feel like some of you guys are probably thinking, does this save look legit? Let's have a look and see if the editor's actually been used. So go to game status. Shout out to someone who told me to do this on my last video. And we can see in-game editor allowed, yes. In-game editor used, no. So we can confirm he has not actually used the in-game editor. Let's head over straight into his team and see what tactic he is running. And now, you see what I'm saying? You see this? I love this, guys, bro. I love when the tactics just different, bro. This is a 4-2-2-2, but he's got a winger with Michael Olise over there. He's got fullbacks on attack, getting further forward. He's got the double DM on support, and he's got Cole Palmer in attacking midfield. He's told him to move into the channels, holding to. Listen, this tactic looks nice, man. I can't lie, man. Especially because we can see the green links, and this just looks a bit weird. And then, yeah, I mean, I love it. I love it. I love it, basically. Guys, you can tell I love it. But yeah, man, I do want to see exactly what kind of instructions he's got on here. Tackle harder, take more risks. That's the exact same. Fullbacks, obviously, take more risks, dribble more, run wide, shoot less often, stay wider, and tackle harder. Same with the other one. 2 ball playing defenders. Yo, the team, though. Guys, I ain't even understood the team yet. I haven't deeped and talked about the team. We got Resties in goal. We got Antonio Silva. We got Mark Gay. We got Christensen. We got Archie Gray, Adam Morton, Michael Olise, Cole Palmer. Cold Palmer. We got Francesco Esposito and we got Popovic. Now, Popovic is looking like the best player in this team. Let's have a look quickly, bruv. He picked him up for £35.5 million. First season scoring 22 goals, second season scoring 21. and the next season scoring 9 in 16. Wow. What a player, bro. The attributes are really attributing as well, man. I do like it. Physicals are high, mentals are decent, and technicals are very good. Complete forward, advanced forward, whatever you want to use him in. Then we got Francesco Esposito. Guys, if you don't know, you need to get to know this man right here. Serious striker. Trust me, people, man. And he picked him up for £54 million. First season scored 18 goals. Second season, this season, is on 23 goals already. And then he's got man like Cole Palmer. Look at Cole Palmer's attributes are actually crazy, bro. He can actually play up front. He's got dribbling, finishing, first touch, the whole shebang. And he picked him up for £36.5 million. Now that is what you call a steal, people. 35 games played, 13 goals, 10 assists, 5 man of the matches. Average rating is off the charts, to say the least, man. We have a look at big Michael Elise, another one. I can't lie, this team's crazy, man. He got Michael Elise on a free transfer. Nah, I need this luck, boys. I need this luck. How do you get Elise on a free? How? Wow, fair play to you, man. You've done well, bro. I love the way you built this team, man. Let's have a look at Archie Gray. £125 million. Jesus Christ. That's some big dosh. So we probably know who his most expensive player is already. Adam Wharton picked him up for £49 million Crystal Palace. So he just raided Crystal Palace really and truly. And even Mark Gay there as well, bro. Literally stole all of Palace's players. £40.5 million, bro. Antonio Silva probably picked him up 37.5. He spent a lot of money recently. We're going to have a look at that anyways, man. But honestly, this team is crazy, bro. I don't think I even need to look at the bench and whatnot, man. There's probably a lot more players. Even seeing Messinho from Brazil as well, £21 million. Listen, the team's crazy, bro. Literally, guys. What more can we say, man? What more can we say? What more can we say, bro? Look at that. Anyways, we move over to the developments and let's have a look at the young players, and we can already see, bro, first team candidates, bro. Look at this 20-year-old one, the kid. How much did he pick him up for? £4.5 million. What a steal, bruv. I love seeing when everyone's buying these young players, man. I just love it so much, guys. I'll be honest with you. Genuinely, it makes me so happy, bro. We look at the centre back quickly, and he looks good. Teamwork, work rate is high. He looks pretty decent still. And they picked him up for 525k. That's an absolute steal, that one there. We got Fonseca, who's actually a regen, 18 years old, and he picked him up for £1 million from Uruguay, man. Not bad at all. We have a look at some others. It's not looking like there's any more. Let's check the loans and see if we've got any players out on loan who are doing bits right now. I mean, he looks okay. Definitely a youth intake, especially because he's English. Another one is probably youth intake, and it's probably just going to be a load of youth intake players over here, man. And they're not looking that great. I won't lie to you guys. It's looking like the ones who are just here are looking like the best ones, man. Let's have a look at the under 18s quickly. And it's just that Fonseca. Under 21s, let's see the highest potential, and it's the same guys. So yeah, man, not too many young players, but genuinely, if we're looking at the squad, I don't think he really needs that many young players, bro, because some of these players are like 27, 26, 25, 24s and whatnot. So the squad is still relatively very young anyway, so fair play to you, bro. We're gonna move straight over into Certes transfers and see exactly what that looks like, so we can see how much he's actually spent. From the first season, he spent 8.75k, loads of free transfers and loans. He did raid Tottenham for loads of players on loan and sold players for 2.5 million. Imagine selling a player for 2.4 million pounds. He's retired, so we can't even see his attributes. For 2.4 million pound in League One, what a steal, bro. And then next season, when he got to promote to the Championship, he spent 12 million pounds, probably a load of installments. Nope. He actually spent money up front. He got Boney for 7.75 million pounds. Season after that, after getting promoted again in the Premier League, he had to pick up Harwood Bellis and Tommy Doyle. Listen, these two players right here, people, Harwood Bellis and Tommy Doyle. If you haven't signed them for your save, people, when you get promoted to the Premier League, these guys right here will help to raise the level in your team automatically. Top players, they come from Man City's academy, so make sure you are checking those out. He did pick up Dion Beljo on a loan as well, and then a few other players, man. Season after that, he spent 172 million, only sold players for 46.5, so he probably is in some sort of negative straight away, I can tell. Transfers, £137 million spent, and then sold players for 140. And season after that, he spent £384 million. And then sold players for 163. Season after that, sold players for 149 and bought players for 116 million pounds. And the player he spent the most money on, I think we all knew it anyway, Archie Gray, 125 million pounds. Do you not think it's worth it? I don't know. I think he's very, very good, but 125, he could even do a job at right back as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. He is very good though, you know. And the player he sold the most money for was Evan Ferguson. He sold him to Manchester United for 74 million pounds after buying him for 37. So literally doubled his money, 100% return on investment. That is not bad to say the least, man. Genuinely, he looks like a good player, but from the strikers I'm seeing in his team, I understand why he sold Ferguson, man. In terms of Surtees' transfer net spend, he has a transfer net negative of 367 million pounds. Jesus Christ, mate. You are really in the red, but you know what? You're winning trophies, so I get it, but flipping heck, bruv. You gotta try and make some of the money back, mate. Quickly looking at Surtees' coaching staff, and we already knew what it was gonna look like. After winning that many trophies, I think we all know that he's gonna have a load of scouts. I almost swore there, but you know what? You two might take the money away, so we have to stop swearing. Anyways, he's got 32 scouts, or 31, 24 coaches. It's insane, bruv. He's got the best of every single thing in the league. Now let's head over straight into Surtees' save ratings. And here we are with Surtees' final save ratings. First up for save creativity, we're gonna give Surtees a 3. The reason why I'm saying 3 is because I would have liked to see some sort of challenge to make it a bit difficult. Maybe you can only sign players from certain countries and whatnot to make it a bit harder. Next, for managerial success, I'm gonna give you a 5. I don't think I need to say the reason why, but you get me, proofs in the pudding, people. Next up for the squad rating, it has to be a 5 again, because that squad was literally insane. Like, could you ask for better than that? I don't think so. And finally, for club management, we'll give Surtees a rating of 3. Honestly, I can't really find a way to bring it lower. I mean, he is on minus 367, but he's won a treble and a quadruple. Can you really complain? Listen, I'll take minus 367 for those kind of trophies, man. And for the net save, we are with my guy Jarno, and he has started a save with FC Andorra. And he literally says, I wanted to make Andorra the most superior in Spain. First few seasons were very tough due to limited budgets that the board gave me, but eventually I managed to be the best team in Spain. Let's have a look at that. And here we are with Jarno's Andorra save. Let's have a look at it straight away. Straight into the job history quickly. And we can see first season, he actually finished 2nd, but he did get promoted to the Liga, then finished 11th, then 11th, then finished 4th, winning the Copa del Rey, then finished 3rd, then finished 3rd again, then finished 3rd again, and won the Copa del Rey. Then finally, he won the La Liga, then he finished 2nd, and then he won the La Liga again, and also winning the Copa del Rey. So he has not got no European trophies, but you can see he actually has won the La Liga twice, and he's won the Copa del Rey 3 times. So honestly, not bad in total. Straight over into his tactics quickly, and we can see an absolutely monster of a team. Now this looks beautiful.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
I don't know how the hell he's got Tchouaméni, but we need to understand how. That's the first player I'm looking at. I do see Arda Güler there, but this is surprising, bro. 33 years old, number 20 on his back. He did actually pick him up this season for 42 million pounds. So maybe it's like a Casemiro-esque getting rid of an old player and obviously bringing in some sort of youth players for Real Madrid. But listen, 42 million pounds, the quality, listen, I understand it, man. I would have done the same thing. He deserves it. 300k, probably a bit too much, but it is what it is, in my opinion, man. Let's have a look at Arda Güler, one of my favorite ever Wonder Kids, man. What a player. He actually got him on a free transfer. And that's the thing with Real Madrid, bro. I feel like they never play Arda Güler. How is this guy in Real Madrid's C team? What is he doing there? Like, genuinely, he got him on a free transfer, and the first season he dropped to 7.08 average match rating. Next season, cooking, goals, assists. Next season, 21 games, goals, assists. Next season, 29 games, goals and assists, man. And he started off this season with only 1 goal and 1 assist in 7 games. But listen, not bad, Arda Güler, man. Probably injured or something, or he's on international break. And then we've got this Sane guy, and the right winger's 5-star rated. Okay, We've got 2 5-star rated players here. Let's have a look at the first one. So we've got this wing back on attack on the left. And yeah, oh my God. Where'd you not find these regens, bro? I need this. What am I seeing here? Look at these attributes on a wing back. I don't think I've ever seen a wing back this good on Football Manager, especially a regen. I feel like regen wing backs are usually rubbish. He's only 22 years old. He's Argentinian and he picked him up for 8.75 million, bro. What? Oh my God. I love when you guys scout and find crazy talent, bro. 8.75 million for a player of this ilk, probably the best wing back in the world. Moving on quickly, we're gonna have a look at this Ivan Montero, brother. And yeah, man. Wanted by Man City as well. You know, when you see Man City, one of your players, you know it's a good sign. 23 years old, Portuguese. And the attributes are just crazy, bro. You can play him up front if you wanted to. I would probably play him up front, but listen, I get it, man. Why not? 17 dribbling, 18 finishing, 17 for... Oh, get out of here, man. Let's have a look at the history. He picked him up for £45 million. That's good. Very good still. Definitely a player who just raises the level straight away, man. That's a great signing, honestly. And I'll have a look at one more very quickly. And it's got to be Sane, innit? 4.5-star. Why not? And yeah, left-footed strong, right-footed very strong, inside forward, can play in the 10, can play up front, can play on the right as well. And yeah, the attributes are just attribute-y, man. First touch, all of that work rate, especially high work rate off the ball. Oh, man, I need these players in my saves, man. He picked him up for £96 million. Listen, fair enough, bro. I understand, but £96 million is crazy, bro. Benfica were laughing, but listen, he was dropping numbers at Benfica. Average rating was high at Benfica, so maybe they were sad to see him go. But 96 million definitely softened the blow, man. We're gonna move straight over into his development center and have a look at some of these young players. I'm praying he has got young players because he should do, innit? This guy right here, one of his players he loaned out, and he did actually get him in the youth intake. Doesn't look too special, if I'm being honest. Another one who does not look great either. Another one who doesn't look great either. And I mean, this guy's pretty decent. He's not the best, but at 19, you can therefore sell him on for some sort of profit. And he came from the youth intake, so it's free money, really. It's not the worst shout. And then this guy's rubbish. Let's have a look at the under 9s and see if we got any ballers in there. Okay, we do have ballers in there. We got a couple man who are actually in the first team. I feel like all these guys are in the first team, so we don't need to look at these players right here. This guy, I'm not too sure. Verratti, you know, he is in the first team. He's actually played. He looks good though, honestly. But let's look at this 21-year-old striker, which is on loan to Schalke, and he's got loads of potential. He picks him up for 1.5 million from Colombia, mine, which is not a bad signing, honestly. For 1.5, I do like that a lot, man. But that's looking like it's really it. So you're not really focused on the young players. I can see even in the B team, it's not really looking that great, man. So that's definitely something I would recommend focusing on for sure. And we're gonna move over into Jarno's transfer history and have a look at what he has spent, what he has bought, how much he has spent and whatnot. So we're going back about 10 years. So this is a long journey locking people. First season, 8.5 million spent and sold players for £8 million. Next season, 16 million spent, sold players for £6 million. Season after that, spent 25, sold players for 19.5. Season after that, spent 70, sold players for 56 million. Season after that, spent 23, sold players for 95 million pounds. Who made up the bulk of that 95? And it was this fella right here, Lucas, going over to Chelsea. This guy looks like a very good goalkeeper, if I'm being honest. Never heard of him before, but he's pretty decent. He picked him up for 250k from Real Madrid. So yeah, not bad. He actually very decent. This is a keeper I might sign on one of my saves now. Thank you for that, mate. Moving on, we'll have a look at the next season. He spent 149 million pounds, sold players for 107. Season after that, spent 192, sold players for 198, breaking even there. Season after that, sold players for 235, bought players for 232, breaking even once again. So we can see essentially he's spending the money he's making. He's not really overdoing it with installments and stuff like that. Kind of focused on that, I can tell already. Bought players for 106, sold players for 86. Season after that, spent 153, sold players for 186. Season after that, this season, bought players for 46 million pounds and sold players for 63 million pounds. He is definitely in a transfer net positive. I already know. But before we do that, let's have a look at the players he actually bought for the most and sold for the most. And the player he spent the most money on was that guy from Benfica. We did actually look at £96 million. Was it worth it, people? Do let me know in the comments right now. Personally, I think Sane is actually worth it. The only thing, he definitely needs to get some more player traits. Only first time shots for a player of this ilk. Listen, he could be doing a lot more. And next, the player he sold for the most money, his name is Ramos. So we can actually see that he picked him up for £21.5 million from Mallorca and sold him to Inter Milan for £85 million. He looks very, very good. I want to know, why did you sell him? Maybe you wanted too much in wages, but he looks very, very good, bro. This is a player I would have been trying to keep and building my squad with him in it, but 450k per week, maybe that is why. In terms of the transfer net spend, Jarno has a transfer net positive of £20 million. Yo, fair play to you, bro. Honestly, you've done well to keep it that low. And finally, the save ratings for Jarno save. First up, for save creativity, I'm gonna give you a 3. I feel like you could have made it a bit different with adding some sort of restrictions, and that would have definitely given you a little rise. In terms of managerial success, I'm gonna give you a 3. 2 La Ligas and 3 Copa del Rey is very, very good, but I feel like a European trophy or something else would have added to that. Next, for the squad rating, I'm gonna have to give you a 4. I would have liked to see a lot more young players coming through, bringing in some sort of young players. I feel like you have got it down to a T in terms of the recruitment for the main squad. I would have liked to see a bit more young players in your development center, on loan and whatnot. And finally, for club management, I've got to give you a 5. I mean, you've got a transfer net positive. Your staff looks 30. Everything looks good on your behalf, so fair play to you, bro. And for the final save ratings, we have Jarno with 15 out of 20. We have Cam with 15 out of 20. And we have 30 with 16 out of 20. People, make sure you are leaving a like. Make sure you are subscribing and make sure you comment. Let me know if you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget, if you want to send over your saves, make sure you join the Discord. The link is in the description. And I'll see you guys over on the Twitch, where I'm streaming Football Manager Monday to Friday. Bless up, people.